Today, we're talking about why so many capable, intelligent, driven people feel foggy, overwhelmed, and unable to focus, even when they're doing everything they're supposed to do. There's this common belief that if I were more disciplined, I'll feel better. And if I were more organized, I'll be ahead. And if I just try harder, I'll catch up. But here's the truth most people never stop long enough to see. When your life is too loud, your brain can't think clearly. And not because you're failing, but because your nervous system is overloaded. And when that happens, focus doesn't disappear, it gets drowned out. So in this video, I want to help you understand what's actually happening when you feel scattered and how to get your clarity back without forcing yourself to push through one more thing, because you can't move forward if you can't hear yourself. I'm Patty the Connector, the problem solver queen. And what I care about is helping people move smarter, not harder. In the last episode, we talked about why so many people feel stuck and why it's not actually about money. Today, we're going one layer deeper, because even when people see the problem, they still struggle to fix when their system is overwhelmed. Overstimulation doesn't always look like chaos on the outside. Sometimes it looks like waking up tired before the day even starts. You're rereading the same message or email and you still not processing it. You're starting tasks and abandoning them halfway through. Or you're feeling busy all day but unsure what you actually accomplished. It's that feeling of, I need quiet, but I don't even know how to get there. Your thoughts feel foggy. Your attention feels split. Your body feels tense, even when nothing is technically wrong. And when you live in that state long enough, you start questioning yourself. Like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I focus like I used to? Why does everything feel harder than it should? Well, nothing is wrong with you. Your system is overloaded. And when your nervous system is overwhelmed, it looks for relief, not discipline, not logic, relief. So people cope. Some people cope by pulling back. They stay quiet instead of speaking up. They push through social situations even when their energy is low. They drink just to feel relaxed instead of saying, I don't have the capacity for this right now. And other people cope by staying in motion. Maybe they keep their calendar full. They keep talking. They keep scrolling. They keep saying yes because stillness feels uncomfortable. Different behaviors, same root issue. And that's not a character flaw. That's your nervous system trying to survive. But here's the difference that matters. Coping helps you get through the moment. Regulating helps you recover, and most people never fully recover. When overstimulation becomes your baseline, small decisions feel heavy. Clarity feels just out of reach, and rest doesn't feel restorative, and you start living reactively. You respond instead of choose. You manage instead of lead. You survive instead of design. And eventually, capable people start doubting themselves, and not because they've changed, but because they've been overloaded for too long. I want you to sit with these and don't rush them. When was the last time you felt mentally quiet? Think about that. What parts of your day feel the loudest? Where are you overriding your own needs to stay productive, agreeable, or available? When you feel overwhelmed, what do you usually do next? Not what you wish you did, but what you actually do. Because awareness isn't judgment. Awareness is information. So I want to make this practical without adding any pressure, okay? The first step I want you to take is I want you to identify the loudest source of input in your life. Is it constant notifications? Too many conversations? Unresolved tension? You got a schedule with no margin? You're not fixing everything. You're naming one thing. Clarity starts with naming. Write it down. If it stays vague, it stays loud. The second thing I want you to do is create a daily quiet pocket. Not a routine overhaul, not a lifestyle reset. Just take 10 minutes. 10 minutes where your phone is down. Nothing is required of you and you're not consuming anything. So maybe you take a walk. Maybe you sit, maybe you breathe, or you pray, or you just stare out the window, because your nervous system needs proof that it's safe to slow down. So put a 10-minute block on your calendar today and protect it like it's an appointment. And the third step I want you to take is notice how you cope. So this week, when you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask, what am I about to do to avoid this feeling? Not to shame yourself, but just to notice. Because that awareness alone begins to shift patterns. And when it happens, pause and name that behavior, not the story. You don't need another habit. You need relief. Because before you can focus, before you can plan, before you can build anything meaningful, your system has to feel safe enough to hear itself think. And before you try to fix anything, you have to stop carrying what isn't yours. So in the next episode, we're talking about why so many people are exhausted, not because they're weak, but because they are carrying emotional weight that was never theirs to hold. And once you learn how to let that go, everything gets lighter. And before I go, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. And thank you for trusting me with these conversations. And thank you to everyone who takes time to watch, reflect, and share this with someone who needs it. If you keep showing up for this work, I'll keep showing up for these conversations. And if these conversations are helping you slow down, think clearer, or feel more grounded, stay with me. This channel is built intentionally. Each episode stacks on the last. And if this felt like something you needed today, this isn't a one-off. We do this weekly. I'll see you at the next one.